Okay, now we're finna talk to my good old Leo. How are you doing, Leo? Are y'all doing great? I hope y'all are. Keeping your head up, being strong, and leading to a positive outlook. Not one of these negative ones. I'm just over here. You're not over here just to sit over here. But anyway, this is allegedly intended purposes only. And all black magic thrown up on me, I ask Spirit to send it 10 times fold back to the person that sent it to my viewers or me. It is blocked. Also, I ask that Archangel Michael and Archangel Metron come through and help a girl and assist me with protection and shield me as I do this reading. Okay, let's get started, y'all. Y'all ready to talk about it? Now, the obstacle between now and Monday is love. It says, I commit to the practice of seeing good in all I do. You need to practice seeing good in all that you do. You need to see good in what you're doing about your life and what you do, and learn to love you and what you do. Sometimes you gotta see yourself. I gotta learn to heal myself too, because if I don't heal my wounds, I get caught up in that too. Like, well, doggone it, why do I gotta change? Why can't we just keep it all the same? But sometimes change is better than same, and people don't want to change. Hey, I know how that feels. You want to stay that same old. I was a tough one back in the day, still am. I was a tough one back in the days, and I still am. Not anymore. You just got to get past that. Okay, now let's see. What's the obstacle you got to get through to do this? You need to get in your cosmic power too. In 2 days or something, you need to go ahead and get in your cosmic power yourself back up. Encourage yourself. Give yourself uplifting words. Make yourself feel good about what you do to the planet. We're not just sitting here. I'm not just over here telling you stuff and you just listening. You know what I'm saying? We can do that any day of the week, but sometimes you gotta either take it or you listen or we don't. It's getting our cosmic power and show people who you really are. Now, what needs to be released? What's the problem? What you need to release to do this, to get in your cosmic power? You need to become fearless when it comes to love. 25. Don't fear loving people. Don't let love something close your heart. You need to be fearless when it comes to love and being in a vulnerable spot. But learning to love, but not let people love you to where they conquer you and destroy you. I'm not talking about that. I'm learning to love and you got a shield around it, but you're putting the shield where you can't receive love back. So that's defeating the purpose. What I'm saying? You're supposed to open up, be loving, and not close your heart. So everything flows like it's supposed to. Now, let's see what's next. Okay, and how is you going to be able to do that? What's going to come along? What support will you need to do this? What kind of support you're going to need to take yourself, to go through? You're going to have to level up. Something about 39. Somebody could be 39 or just 39 days or 39 or older. You got to level yourself back up. You need to start leveling up to start being level with your balance in your life, and start balancing everything that you level up your expectations of what you think you should be rather than what you are. In other words, go ahead and go beyond that. Be what you want to be. Don't be limited yourself to, oh, I can't. Oh, I won't. Oh, it's too scary on the other side. I got to keep my love secure. I got to keep my heart closed. Go with that. That's just like putting a Band-Aid on. When we was out in the kid, we was making bumps and we scraped our legs and the knees sometimes, but it made us learn. So you just gonna go through it. You just have to feel it. The emotion have to be felt, even though you don't want to. It said, what next step do you need to do? What should you be taking next to do or get this going? Get over the betrayal that you had. 20. Something about a betrayal. There's something about a betrayal that to get over all this, there's a betrayal. What was the betrayal? There's something, a betrayal, Leo, or cross-watcher. There was a betrayal. What's this betrayal about? Give me something on this betrayal. What do we need about a betrayal? What was the betrayal? Okay, the betrayal was you was causing storms. Somebody was doing magic and doing storms to somebody's life. They kept trying to cause one. They was battling with someone. See, they were battling, nick and thumb, They're just battling this person. Didn't want this person, but there was a deer. There's a deer. Somebody may have seen a deer came out to try to warn them, to tell them it's time to stop and let's think about what you're doing. And there was a deer that came out to give you that this was your reading, that a storm was brewing because you didn't want to let go of it, but it's time to. See, there was an emperor here. Somebody was doing this storms and causing problems for an emperor, abandoned and felt left out, and tried to make this person feel like they're not enough. And there was a girl, they were charmed, the girl with the snake. They got charmed by a girl with the snake. In other words, they got charmed to do this to somebody, with somebody they know. They charmed them into turning on somebody, So what's going to happen when they charm this person to turn on somebody? So they charmed this person to turn on this person, allegedly. So now they're like, some soulmate did it. It's a soulmate done it in the past. It was a soulmate involved in your past that did this. And then now they feel like that they're withdrawn from you. They're taken from you because they did so much. And the doors weren't opening for them because they went to go work for the devil, the families of the light, they betrayed this person. They went beyond the betrayal. But anyway, betrayal don't stop you. What stops you is you believing in you keep going. You fight another day. We learn our lessons. We're not perfect. Everybody's assigned to challenge people. So I thank you for the test, or the challenge that you did. But the betrayal is enough. I call justice and judgment for the betrayal. Enough is enough on betraying people, y'all. We need to know we are enough. For just putting spell work on you to make you feel like that, there should be some justice in behind that. There's going to be justice behind that. Somebody was playing in sticks, and you need to decide, will you choose your blood or your family? That's the problem that somebody's going to have to choose. And short illness is coming real soon too. Somebody may get sick. Somebody's going to have to choose when it comes to this, because they were trying to secretly become, they wanted to look cool in front of their friends in the past. So they were doing this to look cool, but they lost their faith in the past behind this. Intention is all around this whole situation. See, somebody went the wrong way. See, somebody went the wrong period. They was wrong, period. No, they wasn't. It's in reverse. This person was right. Your children's wealth was being stolen. So you need to protect your grandkids, your children, because they were stealing their wealth before they even got it. The copycat was trying to do this. Is in the reverse, and I call justice and judgment on stealing from children. They have no business doing that. A wealthy man, or your realness, has their eyes on you. There's a wealthy man has their eyes on you because you're real. Somebody, okay, the underworld is getting flooded right now. Something is going on. They're finna get karma. They think because they went to the bottom or something. I'm going to leave it alone. They said, don't tell them nothing else. I won't. It says, move ahead with your agenda, whether it's a raise, promotion, or just finding a better paying job. It's out there with positive energy put behind it. There's always something out there that you can do. Somebody named Nick in the past, they says the devil don't love you. Remember that. Now Nick knows the devil don't love them. First they didn't know that. Somebody needs to put more veggies in their diet. Me not a doctor, but you need to eat some more veggies. It says your copycat is getting exposed because you're an angel and they're the devil. So your copycat is getting exposed because you're an angel and they're the devil. It says never give up on, because I will always love you in heaven. Somebody said, never give up. I'll always love you in heaven. Solomon, somebody named Solomon, and somebody named Brittany, allegedly. Something is going to happen in 3 days that's going to shock you, but I'm going to leave it at that. It says, to my wife, my love forever. It's never, I love you forever. Somebody from the past said they'll always love you forever. Somebody said yes, and they said no. Didn't seem like. The comeback is always stronger than the setback. Every saint has a past and every sinner has a future. Remember that. Like, share, and subscribe.